Let's jump total war here with part 2 of this particular disaster campaign. Playing as Alberic de Bordelot, the Duke of fucking Lustria, basically. So the situation from the previous one is that we were here and we spent a lot of time fighting for this province here, for Zlanhopek, and we took it. Relatively at low cost, but we do have some problems. Unseasonable weather has been a bit of an issue. And I had some time to think about what to do in this scenario. Basically, looking at the public order, and just everything that we've got going on, it's limbo. This faction is going to be in limbo for quite some time. Now, this is the problem sometimes with disaster campaigns. It's not necessarily that it's difficult, but it's time consuming to get out of it. So, I don't want to win the campaign for the guy. I just want to... The whole point of the Saving Disaster campaign is to try not to let him lose the campaign. He wanted something different, this is what he said, and so he came all the way down here, which I would not advise doing. That was a very, very silly move, okay, in terms of a pragmatic approach. If you want to do that, play it on easier difficulty, because you're fucked up. But look, you're here now, we try to make the best with what you got. And so what I want to do is I really want to hold on to this for as long as I can. Well, I can hold on to it permanently, but hold on to it to get it to rank 3 here. Build up some walls, and once that's there, you won't lose it. And I also want to try and get him out of these wars. Now, a war with the Skull Taker started, because they got dragged into war with us from Zlanhopek. That sucked, but, you know, these things happen. I was thinking of coming over here and finishing them off, but considering what's going on, I might just peace out with them. Because at least this way I can make a little bit of money. We can always go back to war with them later. I think I'm going to have to hunker down and try to fix up this province. Fine, I'll accept that. Oh, bloody hell. Losing reliability. Fucking hell, I didn't know that. He was the one that declared war. This seems deliberate, if that was the case. Like, look, whatever the case is, doesn't matter. We're here now. I wish it would warn us when making a peace treaty that you're going to lose reliability. That would be really helpful. Anyway, let's stay here for the time being and reattach you. What I'm thinking is, he's probably going to capture the settlement. There's nothing we can do about that. But if he does... Actually, you know what? Why don't we demolish this? Because I can't make... I'll make more money out of it by demolishing it than I will by... if I just hold on to it for one more turn. Let's see here. I'm thinking I might get rid of these foot squires. Like, their upkeep cost is a little high, and I really just need guys to hold the line right now. Yeah, and we can replace it with one of these. Got a lot of archers, but archers are really good. I know we're over our limit, but I have to make do with what we can. Now we've also got a damaged knights errant here. What I'm thinking is I'm going to disband that. And recruit that. Like, 4 cavalry should be sufficient for the time being. Yeah, that should be sufficient for the time being. That'll give us a full stack. And we just sort of need to just wait this out. Because it's going to revolt here if we leave it anyway, and we won't be able to handle it. So get rid of this, leave that there for the time being. And we'll just, you know, just for this turn, and we'll see how we go. It wasn't what I was originally planning, but... plans change. We're going to try and hold on to public order here. And we'll see. So yeah, what I want to do. This is my goal for this disaster campaign, because I don't want to get mired into a campaign that's going to last forever. These disaster campaigns are not Let's Plays. I do not want to be bogged down for like 10 episodes. It's unfair on me, basically. What I want to do is get this settlement to a position. Oh my god, get it to a position where. He's not going to win the campaign so easily, but he's not going to lose. I want to try and get him out of war with these guys as much as possible. Because I think you're just going to need to research a lot of texts that are going to increase public order and decrease upkeep and stuff like that. Or else, because you need a second army, and you can't get one. You just can't. I think the big problem here is that it's just a lack of options. Every option has some drawback that's really bad. And the steps required to get back to Bretonia. Like, it took him 23 turns to get back here, but it could honestly take me 100 turns to safely get back. And I'm not willing to put in that kind of time. That's more time than I've put into any other disaster campaign. So, I'm not doing that. He came all the way here. You're just gonna have to stick to it. Alright, so he's coming in. Attacking him head on here probably isn't a good idea, especially because he's in camp mode. Wait for him to come here, because at least we'll have the garrison here to help us out.
Yes.
We're at full strength. Well, full strength in terms of, you know, unit count. Let's see how we go. So upgrading this will... That gives us 150 gold. If we go over here, it's 250 gold. Because obviously we're losing cash at the moment. They're probably going to capture that next turn. Which is why I, you know, demolished it. It's okay to lose a little bit of cash each turn. But at the same time as well, we need to do other things. Like, having a trebuchet in our army could be really good. But, you know, you've got 2 build slots here. What's it going to be? Same with a damsel. Damsels can be quite useful. Is there anyone that actually increases replenishment by any chance? No. So they're considered peasants, both of those. I think battle pilgrims aren't that bad. Their upkeep cost is a bit high. Because money is an issue. I'm not a really big fan of the Grail Relique. I really like the Damsel of Heavens. That's a good spellcaster. But we have to get that at tier 3 if we want it. So I think for the time being, let's just focus on money for now. Yeah, I mean that'll give us access to archers if we need to replace them. And I'll leave that there, because these guys here may need replacing after subsequent battles. I'll just have to do my best to try and keep them alive, because I can't replace them. And I got 2 build slots. Alright. Other enemies that we should try to focus on getting rid of. You know, anyone. And try to get rid of anyone that we're at war with. Because it makes us weak. Too many wars makes us weak.
My madness is not weak. What's your word?
You're not going to get out of that. Alright, moving on. He's either going to besiege it or not. We'll just see. No replenishment, so I can't do anything about that. Alright, so he's going to replenish. Okay, attack it. Good, we'll sally out here, because... I don't know, I prefer to be on the attack than defense. I mean, he could besiege us for the better part of 6 or 7 turns. And that's time where nothing's going on. We'll get a feel for what we're up against before we make any decisions on it, though. Hopefully if we wipe him out, we can get a peace treaty with him. Followers of Nagash declared war on Vampire Coast. Cool. He might be more keen to jump out of it. Out of the war. Whatever. You've got a revolt to deal with, bitch. Which they'll probably will handle pretty easily. Alright, I I was going to go for this to try to confederate, but maybe that might be more useful, because money is pretty tight. And if we're going to try to settle here, we're going to need finance. Whew. Those odds aren't good, but what we're up against here is not particularly amazing either. I think I can handle that. Like, those bloated hulks don't really count for anything. I think I can manage this. And if not, well, I fail. Well, more like he fails. But I failed to save his failure. But like I said, yeah, you're stuck in limbo. Sometimes, if you're stuck in a limbo like this, you just have to, you gotta take risks to get out of it. It's not a safe option, and maybe it would be better to wait for him to attack, but I feel like if we wait for him to attack, he'll attack, we'll win, and then another army will be just right behind them, ready to attack. Whereas if I fight them now, and if I manage to win, we'll have time to replenish. That's something to consider. Okay, allied reinforcements are going to come from here. We need as much time as possible. I don't particularly want to be fighting in the forest. I would prefer the high ground, but we need to get as far back as possible. So we're just going to have to give the high ground up.
The king!
As for the cavalry here, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Could just go charging straight into these zombie pirate gunnery mobs. Maybe I'll keep them hidden here, and we'll just see how we go. The big problem as well with Bretonnia is that because they rout really easily, if they rout, they could just run off the battlefield, which is obviously not good.
Hold steady! Men of Bretonnia! Peasant bowmen!
Alright, just yeah, get them to start moving up. And we'll reorganize them.
Peasant bowmen!
And the thing is that he doesn't have any artillery. You hang back here.
Men at arms! Spearmen at arms! We serve our liege! At once!
Now, we may need to box up a little bit,
Spearmen!
because they'll probably want to try and flank us.
Run! Clear out! Peasant bowmen!
And it's the peasant bowmen that are going to do all the damage, so we need to give them the opportunity to do so. Fuck, we've been discovered. Okay, there's a whole bunch of units out here that just aren't doing anything. I'm going to send you. I don't know what's going to happen in this scenario here. Oh shit, Mongols. The Knights of the Realm should be able to handle it. They're anti-large. Now, in this scenario here, it might... If we can try to get it to blow itself up without... No, it's not doing that. Yeah, you're gonna need to hurry up, finish this unit off here. Yeah, they absolutely wrecked the Mongols. And then get the hell out of there. Like, this thing's gonna do some damage, but not a okay, it's gone. Get out, get out, get out. What's going on over here? Good, like a small portion of the army is coming over here, allowing us to shoot the crap out of it. Coming at us at a bit of an angle. That's okay. Most of their army, though, is chasing after my cavalry. This is good. It's a bad move on their part, because I can just run away. And this will give us a chance to, you know, shoot a couple of their units. And then prepare for the next wave. Can't escape them. But they're not doing much damage to us either.
Arrows ready!
Oh, I hope we can handle this. Also, the bounce of power was not as bad as what it said it was going to be. Lies.
Peasant bowmen!
Yeah, don't let those zombie pirates smash us up with their bombs. Definitely want to get rid of them now.
Bretonia! Paladin of Bretonia!
Okay, maybe even try and get these guys back over here now, because they're going to take forever to catch up. God, one of our units has got smashed. Yeah, you get over here, take out those zombie pirate gunnery mob.
We fight for Bretonia! Peasant bowmen! Have at him! Ready!
There's still that bloated corpse over there. Balance of power seems to be improving.
Spare man at arms! Peasant bowmen! Battle ready!
Okay, take out the bloated corpse before it blows up and kills half of one of my units.
My lord, Legate! Run!
Come on, hurry up, take it out.
Shift it!
Oh, shit, might be too late. Okay, it did some damage to us, but not a whole lot. Probably would have done a lot of damage to their own unit as well. Right, take out Luther Harcourt.
Peasant bowmen! Have at 'em! Mounted and ready! Spearmen at arms! Die, fiends! We serve the lady! What will you be? At once!
Bounce of power is even now, so we've definitely won the battle. Let's just try to make sure that we don't get too fucked up.
Run, men! Spearmen at arms! Get out of here! Bows drawn! For my liege! Run and throw! Spearmen at arms!
You're not doing any damage to Luther, just ignore him. He's just tying our forces down.
To victory! Get him! For our lady! Attack! Heavy for battle!
So any unit can be replaced, except for the cavalry, so do try to make sure they don't get completely wiped out.
Knights of the realm! Take the ground! Post haste! For Bretonia! Trample them! Slay them! Peasant bowmen! Valiant lord! Death to the enemy! Glory awaits! Spare man at arms!
Bounce of power's in our favor. Like I said, we've definitely won.
We serve the
It's just a matter of how much damage are we going to take in the process. Yeah.
Loose! Clear out! We are ready!
Oh, they're getting hurt.
Run, men! We serve the king!
Luther being a bit of a coward there.
Bowmen ready!
Oh, what the fuck are you doing here?
Dead!
Bloody routing bastard.
Die, fiends! Knights of the Helm! What do you bid?
Alright, pull them out of there.
The ground! Get up! Spearmen at arms! Peasant bowmen! Yes! Run, man!
Good organized. I can't see shit what's going on in there, so pull most of our guys out.
Spearmen at arms! Peasant bowmen!
There we go. So that we can get a clear shot on them.
Knights of the Helm!
This could be a bit of a trap over here.
God help us! Ready for battle! Spare man at arms! Quick now!
I might actually catch him. Yeah, you can take out the pirate gunnery mob easily enough.
Knights of the Iron! Ever faithful!
Boundless valor!
Not liking the look of this. Come on, I need that army loss penalty inflicted on them. If you take out these units here, it should be done.
Lord of Bretonia!
Shouldn't have brought them this far out.
Battle ready!
Ready for
Come on, army loss penalty, be inflicted quickly before our guys die over here. I got.
Protector of the realm!
Oh, they're actually running away.
Moving apace! Honor!
Go hide over here. There we go, army loss penalty inflicted. I don't think any... Yeah, no, none of the cavalry are dead.
Honor before glory! Lord of
All we're gonna do is avoid them now. See how you like it. It's gotta be one. Oh, look at that. Heroic victory. Damn. Don't see them very often. Well, I don't, at least. It's always bloody close victory. Suppose we didn't take very much damage. The archers did a great job. Even the cavalry, they actually did quite a good job on that one. But, you know, they were particularly good against what we were up against, so it worked out pretty well. Decent amount of loot. Crap. Good. I mean, I do need the money, so I'll have to take it. Guess that's okay.
my reputation.
Alright, let's have a look now. Luther Harkon. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Like, we wouldn't be able to capture these territories here and hold on to this just due to the public order problems, but at the same time, he's causing vampiric corruption. So I guess we'll just...
King is no pawn. I will end
I was
you.
hoping to get some money out of this, but I'll
Who are you?
oh, shit. I guess I'll pay him.
Out of the question.
Shit. I really don't want to be at war with him anymore.
I thought I
Shit.
was the crazy one. Why do you pester?
Getting out of these wars are important. Fucking half my money.
This smells fishy.
Well, I guess not. Maybe next turn he'll accept the peace treaty.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
It's probably because of what happened with this. What are you gonna do? Alright, what does he need? Probably needs this. Next. If we get the 3 points into this, melee defense for peasant mob men-at-arms and spearmen at-arms would really help them hold the line for the archers. He's probably not going to end up with any of those peasants at the end of the campaign, but he really needs them now. So we got a little bit of replenishment going on, nothing major. It would be nice for us to recapture Axolotl at some point, but not right now. I mean, the replenishment rate's pretty bad. We could disband this and just recruit another one. But I think I'll just leave it at that. Let's move on. Look, if Luther Harkon comes back, we'll just beat him again. Hopefully we'll be in better shape next time.
Whether chivalrous or not.
Yeah, okay. I offered him 5 grand and he didn't accept it.
Ah, I don't want your 5 grand. Here, take my 600.
Great diplomacy right there. That was A-okay with me. Securing this province would be good, but the problem is as well, all the settlements are really far apart. Very hard to defend everything when you have multiple enemies. The ideal situation is to have one enemy, deal with them, then move on to the next enemy. At least while you've only got one enemy. One army. Think of it like this. Ideal situation, have as many enemies, or the maximum number of enemies you should try to have is how many armies you have. So if you've got 2 enemies, you can have 2 armies. 3 enemies, 3 armies. In this situation here, you know, we gotta... Let me have a look here. Oh! Casualty replenishment rate. Yes, please. Considering the situation where we really do need to heal, that's really... How long's that gonna last? That's really good, especially considering where we are. Good shit. Yeah, I'll get you a Pegasus. Will increase costs, but I purchased this, but then oh dear.
Do you know who I am? Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Okay, so that's not good. If we build this, it increases the income from farms by 25%. So if we build this, which is required by that building, 25% of that is... What's a quarter of 3? I don't fucking know. 75. Extra... it would be 375 I'd get from that. No, that's yeah. It's costing us a lot, that.
My strength
Not making enough money. Taxes only making 53. Oh wow. God damn it. Okay, so what we can do with this scenario is, I think is if we disband 1 unit, that'll fix up our money situation. So we could always just recruit another one.
Guardian of Bretonia. Protector of the realm.
Can't afford all these damn troops. I can't afford to recruit, so this has to go. I don't have a choice. We have to build something more economic in here, or else we're going to go bankrupt. You know, eventually. It's still going to be a while before this gets upgraded, so don't have a choice. We're going to have to build the mill here, which will help speed up the process as well. I need better troops, but in order to get better troops, I need money. In order to get more money, I need troops. I'm in a catch-22 situation. Now, it would be good if that orc army comes up here and fights us. I don't want to destroy the barracks, but... You know, what are we going to do? Just sit here and just bleed money? Even though it's only a little bit per turn, I don't need to recruit anything else right now. We can always just rebuild it once we reach level 3. Although I'd prefer to build walls. Still, you should really endeavor to never have a negative balance. Oh good, they're doing exactly what I want them to do. Cool. Right. Now, are they going to push on any further, or are they going to like look at us and be like, oh, I can't handle this, and walk away? 16 versus our 19. We're not at full strength. Got too many archers in this army, but they're the best units. Now, we also need to maintain public order, so, you know, making them stronger while providing campaign effects, you know, gotta weigh it up. Okay, so, one of the things that makes Bretonnia so weak is the fact that they've got such a wide variety of buildings. Like, in order to get the max out of your money, you have to build all these different things, and it could be a big problem. So, let's see here. Provides local recruitment capacity a little bit. So once that gets plus 50%, you know, assuming you got this fixed, of course, because look, we're not making any money out of this right now. So even if I build this right now, it's not going to be much. Actually, it should negate half of this, right? All right, well, let's just plan a little bit ahead. So income from farms plus, assuming when we get to level 3, 50%. Looking at this, 350. So that would add an extra 175 on top of it, making it 425, 525. Assuming you didn't have problems with this. In order to fix that problem, we need water pumps. Each of your regions can sustain additional peasant units. So the question here is, should we fight this battle here so that we can push on to here to retake this? Now, if he comes over here and besieges, which he may do, I won't get any replenishment. Let me see. Is there anything else? Like, it doesn't seem like it's overly important. These do come with better archers, though. Again, though, that's not that important. Building that. Maybe I should have built that instead of this if we're going to go over the peasant limit. But then you can't recruit them, so I don't know. There's this over here which will provide more growth and a little bit of replenishment. There's also this that provides control. So many buildings, so few build slots. What are you going to do? And then there's this one here. We need that. We need this. We need everything. But we can't get it. Actually, in terms of money, this isn't affected by... Yeah, but I got no trading partners, so we're not going to make any use out of that. So that extra 25%, I don't know, it's not going to count for a whole lot, but... I don't know what else to do. Right, I'm going to hope that they come over a bit closer so that we can utilize the garrison as well. A couple of extra men could really come in handy.
Pious.
Or should we stand outside the settlement and go into ambush stance so they really go for it? 80% success chance. They don't have anything there that's going to...
Do you take me for a child?
Yeah, I doubt they'll have any siege equipment.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
And this way we'll also get replenishment. Okay, stand over here.
Guardian. For now, yes.
Alright. And hope that he goes for it. Okay, according to this, he's still in ambush stance. Let's just hope they go for it. Because we could, if we take that settlement back, we could eliminate the faction, which would be good. Now that we've dealt with Luther Harkon. Like I said, I just want to stabilize, get him out of these damn wars. Find a peaceful solution to things. We're gonna have to crack a few skulls in order to get that piece. Okay, here comes the orcs' turns. Ah, you fool. You fell right into my damn trap. Excellent. I mean, the building doesn't get done, but that's fine. It's not urgent. I mean, we're not going to be able to recruit any of these, so whatever. And we still managed to get some replenishment. Now, he might actually run away from this battle. No, he's not. Okay, cool. He's going to stand and fight, like the turd that he is. Let's do this. Now, we're definitely going to want to wipe them out. Because you can't trust these fucking greenskins. I want that settlement back as well. Hopefully they've ranked it up to... Oh, they wouldn't have ranked it up to level 3. Because if they've ranked it up to level 2, if I take it, it goes back to level 1 anyway. I know they definitely built a barracks there. A shame it's not in the same province as well. What are you going to do? Alright, cool. We can get our... Is this the same fucking battle map? Oh, whatever. Okay. What I want to do is try to distract as many of them as possible with the cavalry, so that only half of their army comes over here and half of them chases them on a wild goose chase. You stand up the front here. We definitely need to protect the flanks. They've got a lot of cavalry in this army. So, in that regard... No, that's fine. Like, even my army on its own is apparently evenly matched, so... With a little bit of extra reinforcements could make all the difference. So, yeah. Send them on a wild goose chase.
Hold steady, my lord. Staying put.
So we'll put the new arrivals on the flank, because if they get killed, it doesn't matter so much.
Serve and obey. Spearmen at arms.
Keep them on the flank. Savage, Orc, Boy, Biggins. I'm pretty sure Knights of the Realm can beat them. Pretty sure. Not certain, though. Alright. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Meanwhile, you're going to come around over here and prevent them from being a douche. They didn't exactly get rid of half of the enemy army, but it's a start. Good, our guys having bonus versus large, they're doing well there. Don't shoot the general, it's a waste of ammo. It's not gonna do much. Get our generals to fight their general.
Mounted and ready. Get up moving.
It's going well so far. Their orc arrow boys aren't a concern. I'll get my cavalry to sort that out as soon as they free it up. Actually, I'll get the humans to do it. Good, the generals are tanking quite a lot of troops there. It's good. The units on the flank here, they don't matter. Victory's already in our grasp. Yeah. This all worked out very nicely. Good, good, good.
peasant woman! To war! By the lady! Ready to
That
ride!
unit doesn't matter.
Baton ready. Put in.
They'll probably get the army loss penalty soon. They're getting just utterly annihilated.
Withdraw!
Yep, there it is. So, two loads of cav over here. We don't want these savage orc Arab boys getting away. Doesn't matter if he gets away. Alright, I'll just pause the recording as I run these guys down. Okay, that's pretty much what we're going to do. Close victory? How was that close? Well, that's more aligned with what I'm used to, I guess. I mean, we didn't even lose 20% of our forces, and yet that was close. Whatever. Yeah, we're gonna need the cash. If we're hemorrhaging cash, we gotta take them ransoms.
My strength and wisdom are yours. Blessings of the lady.
Don't have
be
much
upon
movement.
you.
I can't chase him. Well, the thing is now, there is no way he's gonna be able to capture the settlement. Actually, I can't confirm that.
Do you know who I am?
He's just gonna force
Protector
march
of the realm.
down here.
The
So I'll
lady
try and
is
beat
it.
him. There's already another army here.
Noble.
Alright, I'll just try and beat him to it. I wonder if I should force
Yes.
march. It says he's gonna make it there, so unless something slows me down, we should be able to make it. Public order here. We'll hold out for the meantime. Now, I was thinking, just double guessing myself on this one here. Because, like, public order could be good as well. I mean, it's only 2. That's the big problem. It's just 2. It'll provide 1 to this province once we've taken it. That's probably owned by Clan Pestilence. If we have a look at Clan Pestilence, how strong are they by comparison? Not that strong, but they got 5 settlements. Allied to the Blessed Dread. We could probably talk to Itza about fighting them after we've dealt with... Hang on. Because there's that one there as well. Thing is, with the Skaven, you just don't know what you're going up against. Just don't know what to build here. Like, I know I definitely want to build this eventually, but you can build that in a minor settlement. You only need 1 for the entire province. You don't need to build 1 in every region. So, if we build this, we can make a little bit of cash. We can build it up to here, get 150 gold. If we manage to establish a trade agreement, that could be worth... Let's see. Could we be worth up... I can't check how much each iron is worth. It's probably 10 each. So with 10 iron ingots, that's 300 gold. So could it potentially be worth 450? Potentially. We don't know. Could build the walls here. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to build the walls. Yeah, I'm going to build the walls. I'll manage for finances in the meantime. Alright, let's move on. Gotta be able to defend the settlement when we're not standing there. against rebels and whatever could be there. It does come with a trebuchet, and they're quite useful. Probably could have gotten a peace treaty with those green skins. Let's see what he gets up to. I'd like to eliminate them. I don't want them to go back to being a horde, but I'll settle for just taking that settlement back. And if I take the settlement back, they might accept peace, and they can go bother someone else for a while.
The Grail companions of Ord could hope.
This is good, especially for the money. I mean, yeah, I don't own any regions, and there was no reason for us to be at war with them in the first place. I'll take it. Good, the number of wars that we're in is down to 3. Looking good. It's starting to get stabilized. No danger of victory here. Sorry, defeat at the moment. Gotta hunker down, because there's no way back home. Alright. He's raiding, but in all honesty, we're 67, what does it matter? So they got it to rank 2. Alright, well. What are you gonna do? If we have a look at this, will they accept peace? No, they won't.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Phew, and it just makes it.
Attack! For the lady!
Best we fight this manually. If we auto-resolve it, we'll take more casualties than if we had fought it manually. Alright. Nothing to be concerned about here. Just try to rely on the archers to do all the damage. This is another reason why archers are kind of more powerful than melee units. Because, like, in a situation like this, if you only had melee units, you go into a fight, you take casualties. In a situation like this with archers, you get into a fight, you don't take casualties. Or you take very few. The downside to having archers, though, is if you're up against the odds, they don't help very much because they get overwhelmed. They have to be protected. Alright, we should go take him out. And also, the more fights we get into, the more Alberic will keep leveling up and he'll just keep getting better. That's important as well. I know he's a shit legendary lord, but we gotta do with what we've got.
Stick 'em good.
Oh, he's taking a bit of damage. So, battle seems... No, it's not over just yet.
Spearmen at arms! Quick march! For the lady! Peasant bowmen! Fill them with arms! Hastily! Paladin of Bretonnia!
Boundless valor! To victory!
Few of all!
Yeah, pretty sure we're taking more damage in order to resolve, so I'm okay with that kind of damage. Now, hopefully we can peace out with them, and if they don't accept peace, hopefully they actually besiege our settlement. I'll go back over there and take him out next turn. Because obviously I would prefer to wipe them out as opposed to peace. But if I can't wipe them out, peace will do. If they go pick a fight with someone else, that'll do. Or if they hang around our territory long enough, wait the 10 turns out, and then declare war on them again without them you're standing right next to them when you declare war, and then they can't get away.
For the lady!
That's pretty good.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Alright, so they're back to being a horde now, aren't they? Yep. And he wants peace. Good. I don't want to get a non-aggression pact because if he sits there and raids, I'm going to want to declare war on him. Alright. Down to 2. We have no wars in Lustria. Okay. Now, maintaining public order here. I don't know about that. Also, we retained our growth. So that's good. Upgrade this. I know we don't have a full army here, so I guess I'll just grab that extra. I might just stick with 19 for the time being.
Lord of Bretonia.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see about capturing this territory here. So we'll try and figure out some way to go to war with Clan Pestilence. How long until this revolts? We have 5 turns, and when it does revolt, at least we'll have extra garrisons there. It's bits and pieces all over the place. I can't get myself a full province, which is what you really need. Or maybe we don't worry about this. We come back up here and resume hostilities with this guy, capture this province. Because that would be a lot easier. Clan Pestilence is all over the place, so we don't know what to expect from them. We're almost at an hour as well, and things are very peaceful at the moment. But the problem is that he is going to be in limbo. He just cannot leave this area. And I'm sure every now and again somebody's going to declare war on him. But you've got that walled settlement there, and this one's going up to level 2, sorry, which is better than what it was when we had it at the beginning of this. You could essentially recruit all your basic units. It's a better position than he was in before. But the thing is, to get it from here to being, oh yeah, you got this, everything is all good now, it could take a very long time because I have to go to war with someone. And that's not always a good move. So yeah, reducing upkeep minus 5% for infantry units. But that'll take 10 turns. I mean, money's kind of tight. Reducing the upkeep of bowmen by 3% is okay. You're going to want a field in every city, because it does make the most money, provided you've got the peasant stuff under control. This is why we got to capture more settlements. The peasant economy with Bretonia is awful. It's such a limiting factor. That's not going to be worth the full... I mean, it'd be worth close to 250. It might actually get us out of deficit per turn now.
Protector of the realm.
Maybe what we'll do, stay here for a little while, let the public order build up over time. Then, when this is about to revolt, we come back over here, deal with what's probably going to be the vampiric revolt. Just deal with that.
Do you know who I am?
I don't know. How about you? Come out over here and keep an eye on them, because it's been a couple of turns since we pieced out with them. But if we could grab that region, let me just see what their diplomatic situation is. Looking for lizardmen. So he's at war with the drowned. Probably not going to win that. Oh, now the public orders. Yeah. Still, I need intel. It's hard to maintain control here. The corruption's really bad as well. It keeps getting worse. Alright, well, nothing much else we can do. Let me see if there's any trade agreements, actually. There's Itza, they don't totally mind us. No, non-aggression. I don't know. Probably best you don't fight Itza. If you get a trade agreement with them, that'll be worth a little bit of cash, you know, but it's better than nothing. If we got that trade agreement, it'd be worth it to get the iron from, and the wood for that matter.
Bow before the rightful laws of this.
No. We beat you once, we could beat you. Ah, fuck. She got beaten. Oh, he got beaten. Okay. That means Cloister did it. Oh, we got a non-aggression pact with her as well, so... Alright. Maybe check on the Skaven now. We'll wait for somebody else to capture that settlement before... That being said, we're almost at an hour. Maybe I'll make this a little bit longer than an hour, just because I just want to make sure things stabilize a little bit before handing it back. Things are good right now. And you're going to get the walls up over here. You're not at war with anyone. You should stay, just chill, build these provinces up, make sure you got walls before you attack any more settlements. Yeah, you definitely want that growth.
Paladin of Bretonia.
Looking at Clan Pestilence.
Pestilent aura.
Allied with the Blessed Dread, at war with Sentinel Zeti, Itza, and Order of Law
Require
Masters.
assistance?
Bro, they always get smashed by fucking
Bring
Look
fire
here.
and terror.
Wisdom awaits. Who seeks me?
He's at war with the Skull Takers. Cool, at least they're not bothering me.
So. Noble son of Bretonia.
If we left the region, you probably get about 5 turns before it revolts. The big problem here is it's not so much vampiric, it's the Skaven corruption. But I don't know if I should get him into that kind of a problem. Like, to be at war with Clan Pestilence. Let him make his own decisions.
My strength
At the end of the
and
day,
wisdom are yours.
this is the thing we gotta understand. These campaigns here, they're saving disaster campaigns. But the whole point of it is to stop people from failing their campaigns. You know, I gotta get out of the mindset of, you know, constantly expanding. It may not be what I need to do, because if I start a war and then hand it over to him, be like, oh yeah, you'll be fine, and he can't handle it, well then I haven't really saved him from disaster.
defender of the weak, chivalrous.
So yeah, come back over here to help us maintain public order. We just
Blessings
want
of
to chill.
the Lady be
Just
upon
chill. There's nothing else to do. You'll build this up next turn. Just chill. Build it up. We're losing 43 a turn. It's not good. But when that technology is finished, and when just one more building is built for economy, that'll fix it. Bretonia is definitely the weakest faction in this game at the moment. They are not up to scratch with Warhammer 2. They're still with Warhammer 1 level shenanigans. I mean, I don't know which faction's the strongest, but I would definitely say Bretonia is the weakest. Incredibly weak faction right now. With the peasant restrictions, with their shitty economy, with their shitty armies, shitty legendary lords, shitty technologies, they don't perform in the early game, they don't perform in the late game, they're just a really weak faction. It's a shame because I used to really like Bretonia, but I don't like weaklings, and right now they're piss weak. Okay, we're not recruiting, so do that. But we will be constructing. 5 turns, you better get this up to level 3. So that'll be good. There you go. So I'll oversee the construction just for a bit. Public order improving. That's going downhill, but we'll go over there and sort out the rebellion in 2 turns. It'll be fine. So, starting to make some cash.
Valiant Lord.
Yeah, the big problem here is, of course, with the peasant economy. The more peasants you recruit, if you don't have enough territory, the more peasants you recruit, the worse your economy is. Now, we could have gone industry, which maybe is what I should have done, but I need to be able to recruit peasant archers.
Whether chivalrous or not, I will strike.
Damn, awesome. I mean, I didn't mean damn. Like, fuck yeah. That's really good because, again, it makes us not seem so weak. This is really, really good place to hand it back. Only at war with someone who's so far away that you're not going to see them. They're not going to travel halfway around the world to get you. Good, so that finished. Now, how about that trade agreement with Itza?
Honor before
The lady grants you safe passage in these lands.
Absolutely not.
Better. They absolutely refuse a trade agreement, though. So, as for these guys, why don't we just see if we can
pray
get
to your
peace?
wench all you want.
Right. Well, the thing is as well is that we still can't recruit any of these units right now, but you're gonna need this stuff. And in 3 more turns, this will grow here. And that'll provide a bit of trickle over growth into this province, just a little bit. Oh, look at that! They captured it. Good, so that means I don't have to go to war with the fucking vampires. You can go to war with them instead. That'd be a lot easier, maybe. I know, I'm not doing this. Oh, hang on, we got a revolt.
Protector of the realm. My
We're gonna deal with that.
reputation precedes me. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, we don't want to prevent the revolt. We just want to make sure that we're here ready to deal with it. And also, it's probably better if the lizard men held onto these territories than vampires, because the vampires cause the corruption. That's bad for you. Faction destroys Skull Takers. Good. As long as they're gone. Because you never know who's going to drag him into a war with you. And if only that was occupied by just a one settlement faction, but you know, you go to war with Clan Pestilence and you're not going to get out of that war very quickly, and they'll come at you from anywhere. Got to have the walls built up first. 2 more turns and that grows.
Lord, honor and glory.
Easy auto resolve here. How much money are we going to get out of that? About 1,000? Not even close. Oh, 1,000 if you include this.
Taking my lead.
Oh well.
Pious.
Needed the cash. Still going to revolt all the time.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
Which is not a bad thing, because you can farm it for experience. Oh, he didn't actually go that far.
I will indulge. Sallying forth.
Can't get these regions stable. So it's not providing any additional control there. Two settlements across 2 provinces. Blah. Vampires causing loads of corruption. Can't leave. Can't recruit another army to deal with rebels. Can't truly trust the garrison to handle a rebellion on its own. Not yet. I don't want to make an 1.5-hour episode, but I just want to make sure that I've set up enough infrastructure so that he can go and make whatever mistakes he wants to make in the future. If he wants to go and relocate over to fucking Lustria, we're in Lustria, to somewhere else. What do they want? Well, no, because we're going to want that. So, yeah, that's not a good idea. Also, as the paladins continue to level up, they'll increase public order. Yeah, the big problem here is just the lack of build slots. We're just so limited at the beginning of the campaign. You just can't maintain these damn settlements. Income from more buildings or growth. Ooh, we're not really making that much money from income anyway, and you really need that growth. So, close the gates. You'll be fine. It was bad no matter what happened. But like I said, you really do need that growth. Now with this, we could upgrade to there. It doesn't provide a hell of a lot of income.
Honor before glory. Faith is my armor. If the lady wills it. Striking out. Guardian.
Yeah, it'll revolt soon, but just try and maintain it here for the time being. Yeah, like it's not. It's like it's going to cost a lot of money to build it. I'm not going to get much money out of it either. But just assume you're going to hold it for the long term. Because if we get this one, no, cancel that. Because if we don't have enough money for this, you won't be able to build it, and that's more important. Because that'll actually build walls. Shit, you're going to have to get money from somewhere. Might have to disband another unit. Let's disband 2 of the peasant archers. I mean, we're not really up against anything major at the moment. That way, it's 10 out of 10, and you're actually making money a turn now. You can easily get those archers back. It's a really shit economy. I think what we'll have to build here is the public order building, because it'll trickle a little bit over here. But then again, I don't know. It really doesn't provide much. Like, when we don't have any presence in the province, it's like minus 18 public order or something because of that bloody corruption. There's a technology that's available that we can get that provides +2, but again, when you're looking at minus 18, it'll revolt quite often. Now, I make it 18 because it was, you know, taking into account the military crackdown. So that's going to finish in 1 turn, which will allow us to build something, but we barely got any money, especially considering we've got to build this. That's going to take 5 turns. Has to be done.
Armored in faith. Very well.
Now, we wanted to revolt because we actually ended up making more money out of the revolt than if we didn't.
My reputation precedes me.
That's fine. It's good though, you know, keep getting the experience, level him up. There's nothing that's going to reduce upkeep, but keep making his army better. There's nothing else we can do. So, farm the revolts. That's something we can do. Because getting him a hippogriff as well, that'll make him a hell of a lot stronger, even though it will also increase upkeep costs. It's definitely worth it to get the hippogriff. Also, that technology should be getting done soon. For the reduced upkeep. It's only 5%, but it adds up. I really didn't want to do 90-minute episodes, but I'm getting pretty damn close to it. I'm just, you know, I just want to do a little bit more. I want to make sure, absolutely certain, that nothing fucking terrible is going to happen as soon as I hand it back to him. That's my big concern.
Lord. For now, yes. Lord and hero.
He's already got the negative trait, so
Very well.
what does it matter? Gain by winning more than 90% of battles. That's not bad.
It shall be so.
It's slowly deteriorating here.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Lead from the front will give extra leadership effect, plus hit points 10% and passive ability hold the line, which provides an additional 4 leadership and 5 melee defense. That's actually not bad. There's also Justicar. Whatever. There's also Rally. Okay, getting this and then moving on here. What do these ones do? So, reducing construction time for local shit. Oh, a lot of that stuff is crap. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Some of that stuff is okay at best. Hang on, if you get greatly reduced upkeep for Grail Knights, that could save us a hell of a lot of cash. I should have focused on that a while ago, because these guys here, they cost a fucking fortune right now.
Yes.
Yeah. You definitely want these public orders. So, having him keep fighting might actually be... Keep fighting revolts is probably going to be a good thing. Is he replenishing?
Lord of Bretagne.
Doesn't replenish outside of the city, so... Alright, we've got a little bit of money. What are we going to spend it on? Like I was saying, we could build the tap room, get it to here, provide essentially 5 public order... No, 3 public order here, and 2 over there. Or, we could build that and get a little bit of extra cash. Or we could build iron. How are we going with Itza now? Ah, come on, Itza not so bad. Nobody wants to trade. Can't fucking get to the coast.
Lord.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
So what are we going to build here? Like I said, we can get 200 wealth from this. We've already got the walls. Or we could focus on getting damsels, which don't provide... Oh, wait. They cleanse corruption, though. They don't provide replenishment, which is what we actually really need. Still, finances... It doesn't help that at all. It will help with public order, though. Which is... If you have a look at the corruption, it's causing -9 public order. But still, this would probably end up providing more. Also increases untainted in adjacent provinces. Provides a garrison of Grail Knights. Very expensive, don't have enough money for it. This we can afford. It's pretty cheap to get that iron smelter. Thing is though, in order to get the next tier, it's a very long wait. Like, I mean a really, really fucking long wait. I think we should go with the iron though, because if you can get a trade agreement, it's going to be worth a lot. And at the end of the day, finances are just awful right now. If you can get your finances really going, get 2,000 or 3,000 together, get yourself a beginnings of a second army, which will really make things a lot easier. You leave one army behind to maintain the public order, to smash down revolts. Good opportunity for him to get experience. And then the other army goes and expands, or at least consolidates those provinces without having to constantly go back to the capital to swat aside the revolt every turn. But if you get the army before you've got the money, end up going broke, you end up taking attrition, you end up dying, game over. Plus, if we got a second army right now, there's no more peasant capacity. You'll just ruin the economy even further.
Protector of the realm.
So it might actually be in our best interest to just let this revolt as well. Then again, he needs some place to rest to get replenishment. That has to happen. That'll revolt not next turn, but the turn after.
My reputation
It has to be done. That text coming along. Now, I believe we received something with a student. Let me just see if... Yeah, that actually could have shaved a turn off this. Oh well, for the next technology then. whatever. Moving on.
Welcome to fair Bretonia. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think we've got any interest in fighting them. So that would be good. Makes me wonder what the hell is on their mind. If they're thinking of attacking this, that's not good, because we have to get back over here now. Yeah, so there's no point me doing like a third episode, because it's literally just going to be the same, more of the same, and it's not going to be interesting. This is what he should be doing. Hold on to these territories, build them up, don't bother expanding, because it'll just make the game more difficult. I know it's boring, but you put yourself into this fucking mess, you can get yourself out of it, okay? And if you're like, oh, it's not fun, well, sorry, next time stay in your home country and don't go walking off into the bloody jungle, okay? You can have fun here in the jungle and die. You want me to save your campaign? Do as I fucking tell you. Yeah, look, it's gonna revolt anyway. We need the growth. I'd love to establish just one trade agreement, but he just won't do it. No. Or the only people I could trade with, I need a port, but you know, can't get to the port.
Do you know who I am? I will indulge you.
Who seeks
So, a little bit concerned by what's going on there. But it says here that even on force march, they can't get here in one turn. So, if we look at the Dark Elves, where is it? Oh God, which one are they? They're the Blessed Dread. They are considered considerably stronger. They're at war with Itza, so maybe that's what they want to do. It's difficult being sandwiched in between this. They don't even want military acts. I'd be happy to give... No, they don't want it. But as I said, getting Alberic more levels up, that's what it's all about. Making him better. He'll be able to take on better armies with shitter troops. Alright, no concern. They were just peeking around. As long as everyone else is busy, that's fine. I see that there's a siege going on over there. Oh, I'm actually rooting for the lizardmen to win out on that. We want the vampire coast to just go away, just die. I was also thinking, of course, at some point, which I mentioned at the beginning, the first episode, was to confederate with someone back at home, which could have worked, but then you've got a split empire, and just should not have left. I get it, you want to try something interesting, but you're playing on very hard difficulty, and you can't do that. Not with such a shit faction. Good, that helps. Alright, then after that is... Where's the one for control? Oh, is that one there? Yeah, you'll probably want that. That'll increase our peasants by 2, but obviously the more regions you get, the better that'll become.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. Strike them down. Glory awaits. Onward. My strength and wisdom are yours.
Alright, it's an extra 50. It all adds up. That would actually be more than 50. Okay, Alberic got his level up. So, the Grail Vow. Hang on, it's supposed to reduce the upkeep cost of Grail Knights. Let me just see. So it says here, 238. Let me just see.
Protector of the realm.
Oh my god. They're Knights of the Realm. Fucking hell, are you kidding me, man? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, this is what happens when you don't play them for ages. It's not like it won't come in handy, but you just didn't need it right now, that's all. Yeah, just go. I mean, if you build this up here, it reduces the upkeep cost of your men-at-arms with swords. And I actually won't increase any of the upkeep for the units I've got there. Probably don't give him a Pegasus at this stage. Alright, I think it's time to wrap this up. I mean, we're approaching 90 minutes. It's long enough. I can imagine that the interest in this particular video has since waned. The campaign is saved. There's no risk of defeat, but getting it into a, turning this into an empire. As I said, here's my advice: stay on these two regions. Okay, going to war with anyone at this stage will just mean the loss of these settlements due to revolt. Okay, unless you're happy to deal with the shitty garrisons that these guys have at this stage here, and run your luck on that. That's up to you. Pick your enemies, pick your next enemy with extreme caution. Do not fight more than one person at a time. Make sure you build up your economy, and you should eventually get yourself out of the shit. It really, I mean, it's not a legendary difficulty. It's not that hard. You certainly didn't put yourself in a good position, but you manage. As long as you follow my advice. Follow the steps that I've done here, you'll be fine. But yeah, my definite advice is stay here for a little while longer. Anyway, that's that done. So let's end the episode here. So I'm satisfied because I knew as soon as I saw this one, it was basically, oh great, he's gonna be in limbo, and I would also recommend building that, but you need money for it. That's up to you. Yeah, that's the end of this one. So we'll see you in the next disaster, fuckers.